School is the miniature of society. Students, they are seeds who we grow, we nurture, mushroom, grill and drill. When they grow up as a successful human resource, it gives us a deep sense of satisfaction. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our special alumni edition. So join me to welcome our alumni in our show Talk to Me.
I am student journalist Yashika Rastan from Sandeepni Journalism Club.
I am Kriti Puri, student journalist of Sandeepni Journalism Club. Welcome to the special show.
To start with, let me introduce you with the guests of the day. Sandeep Knight Akhil Bakshi, IAS, and currently he is AOM in Indian Railways. Sandeep Knight Vikas Rana, he is a lead manager with Airbus. Sandeep Knight Salman Khan, he is senior relationship manager with leading bank at UAE. Sandeep Knight Anshul, he is aircraft maintenance engineer with Etihad Airways. Sandeep Knight Syed Nasiruddin, he is chartered accountant and working in Middle East as accounting and auditing consultant. Mr. Akhil, can you reimagine and visualize the transformations in the habits, lifestyle and behavior of the people by and large post-lockdown? Please share your insight with us.
Yes, I do visualize a great amount of change that is going to happen in public's behavior after the coronavirus pandemic is over. The biggest change, in my view, is going to be with regard to the hygiene. Everybody is going to be very cautious about where they are, what they are doing, who they are with, and whether or not they're maintaining adequate distance with other people in public. And let me assure you, forget corona, if we are just able to inculcate these simple hygienic habits, of washing your hands once you come back home, taking a bath as frequently as possible, making sure that your clothes that you're wearing outside do not mix with the clothes that you wear inside the house, maybe even opening your shoes before you enter your house. Just these little hygienic habits are going to significantly lower the disease burden of this country. So that's one major change that I visualize. And there is another change that I hope will happen, although I'm not very sure. I hope that people become more compassionate and kind towards each other. They start taking care of other people around them, of not just their elders in their household, but also of the people who are working for them. Your staff, your domestic helps, your maids, your drivers, your watchmen in your society. Everybody who's serving you, your milkman, your newspaperman, everybody who is serving you in one way or another. I just hope that people become more cautious and more perceptive towards their needs, towards their requirements, and are able to give them a better life in whatever little capacity that they can. Yeah, that's one change that I visualize.
Sir, have you noticed any major changes in the habits, lifestyle and relationships of the people in general during lockdown?
So definitely this lockdown almost extended to 3 months. Our daily routines were in tatters. People who usually go out for a run or play outside didn't have the opportunity to do so. Some of us ended up eating a lot, like me, and gained some weight. But this also gave us a lot of time to spend with our family, with the people we stay with. We are parents, we are homemakes, our flatmates. Connect better with them. It also gave us time to work on our hobbies and our skills. Most of us would have used this time wisely and have invested in themselves, maybe learned a new skill, maybe learned how to sing, how to cook, how to play guitar. I learned Python. This was something that I wanted to do for a long time this pandemic. Although brought in a lot of hassles, also brought in some opportunity that it gave me so much time that I could invest in myself. I'm pretty sure we all would have worked on ourselves during this pandemic, on our relation with people around us and away from us, and we would have taken care of ourselves as well as people who are at close proximity with us.
So, you are having a worldwide exposure of managing organizations. Can you share with our audience how this COVID-19 will lead to economic crunch?
Hello everyone, my name is Salman and I'm working with Emirates Islamic Bank, which is one of the leading bank in UAE. Just to understand, this virus has not impacted us by physically or mentally, but it also affected everybody economically. Every country is suffering from their trade financial crunches, especially the people, the countries who are third world countries and underdeveloping countries, it impacted them more. And to get from there, it will take like many years, like maybe 2 years to 3 years to come over from there, because this is a time of recession. The economy is in very deep. So this is, you can say, it is more like a domino effect, where the one country falls, other will start falling along with them. To come up with this is that every company is trying to take measures. Even the banks are providing subsidized interest, lower interest rates, lower profit rates to the people.
Dear Vikas, immediately post-lockdown, will it be practically feasible and viable to function with all the necessary guidelines issued by MHA, like wearing masks, sanitization, social distancing in the aviation industry where you work?
It is going to be a challenge for sure to wear the new anti-COVID uniform and perform their duties on board or even on ground. But if that is the new normal and new norm and new guidelines, all of us have to comply. And if it serves the bigger purpose of stopping the spread of coronavirus, I think we all must and should follow these rules and guidelines. What I can say is when the airlines start following and implementing these guidelines, the passenger trust can be gained, and I'm sure this will help the aviation industry to once again cope up with the losses they have incurred, of course, by attracting the sales. So yes, if it has to be this way, we have to do it.
So, you are an aircraft maintenance engineer at Etihad. What challenges do you think COVID-19 had posed to your industry?
Hello everyone, I am Anshul Pathania, currently working in Etihad Airways. Guys, as we all know that COVID-19 has major impact on world. One of them is aviation industry, which is going down day by day, because it has significant impact due to reduction of passengers, reduction of flying. As we all know that maximum of the nations are locked down. So due to lockdown, there will be no flying, there will be no passengers. This is a major challenge for us. So but still the show is going on, because most of the nations, they are trying their best to bring their national people at home. So one of them is UAE. UAE national airline is Etihad Airways. So the challenge is, this is the one challenge, and another one challenge is when the aircraft come to the bay, and we know that there are passengers sitting inside which has some positive cases, but we protect ourselves by wearing the coveralls, by wearing mask, by wearing gloves, even the goggles. We protect full body. So then also we have to interact with our pilots to ask them there is any problem in flight or during flight. So we solve those problems. And we face so many things. So these are the major challenges which I just want to put you on. And still, you know that COVID-19 has major impact.
Due to coronavirus, world over, we have seen job cuts, layoffs, salary reduction as a common phenomenon. You are a senior relationship manager in one of the leading banks at UAE. Being at the helm of the affairs and strategic decision maker, do you think there could have been some another way out to save the jobs and company?
This scenario is everywhere around the world. This is not only in UAE or Asia, it's everywhere. It's just people in UAE have come up with the strategy, banks have come with the strategy of unpaid leaves. The people go on the unpaid leaves so that they can save as much as jobs they can save for the future. And secondly, people are reducing their expenditure. For example, yesterday you were spending 100, today you have to spend only 20. So that way you can start savings now only, so at least it will benefit you in future. And I guess this situation is everywhere and we have to come all together, come out from this. I hope everybody will be safe at home, and those who are working, they will be safe as well by taking precautions.
Sir, how much time do you think it will take aviation industry to cope up, and what would be the new normals?
On your first question, I basically will divide the question into two. One is putting the aircraft back into service. The airlines have already started flying. The passengers are already commuting since 25th of May. It needed some time to prepare. Of course, the airport had to manage themselves. The airline had to prepare the aircraft for the new norms, new guidelines which are issued by the government, and these all guidelines are basically complied with to ensure or basically minimize the risk of COVID-19. So as far as the question for the new normal goes, I mean, I'm sure you have seen in the videos, in the guidelines. So I think we all have to reach the airport, rush to the airport, and reach there maybe 2 hours prior the departure, so that the entire process is smooth. You don't have to hassle. You have to undergo thermal screening, maintain social distancing, the contact tests, check-in, etc., and so on and so forth. So that has already been done, and now the airlines are operating smoothly. Now, the second aspect, the time to cope up for the financial losses that they have incurred during this pandemic. So let me be very honest, the aviation business is quite expensive, and whether you fly or not, you still need to pay your lease rental, you still need to pay your parking charges and maintain the aircraft in the airworthy state, so which of course requires a lot of money, and when there is no cash, there's always a cash crunch situation. So this car is going to remain for a long time, and it will be tough time, and I just hope that the airlines and the aviation sector basically comes out of this situation soon.
Sir, you are managing Indian Railways, which is the 4th largest network in the world. How badly it is affected due to corona pandemic? How much time it may take to come on track as per your anticipation?
About the second question, yes, the railways has suffered, as you might know. In the last 2 months, we've just been operating goods trains. We've not been operating the passenger section, except the Shramik special trains, which were being run especially for bringing the migrants home. But more than what we've lost, I think there is a lot of credibility that Railways as an organization has gained in the last 2 months. This organization has a social burden. It's not just a commercial organization. We are not just running on the principles of doing business. We are running on the principle of also fulfilling our social responsibility. So yes, I do personally believe that the Railways has been able to come out, or rather emerge better from this pandemic. We've been able to serve people in a greater way. as compared to the previous times. And since the 1st of June, we've started running about 200 trains on different tracks, and we're trying to bring life back to normalcy. And also, I must say that if you've been getting all your essential goods, all your general goods and everything else on time, even during these months of lockdown, almost 50% of the part of this credit lies with the railways, because it is the railways which has been transporting all of these goods from one place in the country to another. So yes, the railways is the lifeline of the country, and I expect that it will come back on track quite literally in the next 2 to 3 years. But we are also expecting a lot of changes. We are going to be making a lot of changes, and you can look forward to that. All the best.
Dear Syed, congratulations, you have completed your CA. We wanted to know, during this lockdown span, government has announced various stimulus packages, which has widened the gap of budget deficit. What corrective measures should be adopted to fix it? And will the growth be demand-led or supply-led?
So, without getting into technicalities of the term, the budget deficit specifically means that the expenditures are going to far exceed our revenues. Why? Because the revenue is going to take a hit. The major source of revenue for the government is the taxes. Now taxes of both sense, like direct or indirect taxes. Now the businesses don't have enough money to run. The people are losing their job because of the pandemic. We have seen a large-scale migration from the cities to these to villages. Now these people have lost their livelihoods. They will not be earning money, won't have money to spend. If they are not spending, they are not creating the demand. Government is not collecting taxes, and in turn not having good revenues. But still the expenditures has to be there in the places. Now what are the corrective measures? One of the basic corrective measures that the government should take is spend money on revenue expenditures. Now what are the revenue expenditures? The expenditures which help create revenue. Now the expenditures such as spending money on food subsidies, direct money transfers, these are considered as revenue expenditures for the government. What these expenses will do will put money in the hands of the people and create demand in the economy. Once the demand is created, companies have demand of their products, they open up because they are hopeful that their product will be sold. Right now everyone is in saving mode. People will not try and go out buy unnecessary stuff.
So, do you think work from home is possible for people of every industry? What type of challenges can you foresee?
If you ask me this, I don't think so. It is possible for every industry. If I will talk about my industry, in our industry, in aviation industry, we have one MCC controller. There is one department called MCC controller. So as in first video, I told you that we engineer go to the cockpit, ask pilot there is a problem or not. If there is a problem, in case there is any problem, we contact with MCC controller. So they will help us to solve the problem because they has the manual. They have the aircraft manuals, they have the troubleshooting manuals, which on the spot we can't use that. As an engineer we can't use because we have shortage of time. So we contact with MCC controller, so they will help us for this.
As a closing comment, I just have to say that aviation is one field where the safety is the topmost priority, and being a aviation professional, I can assure you that air travel is one of the most safest modes of transport, even during this pandemic. Airports are well prepared, CSF is well trained, and let's not forget the aircraft which uses the best technology such as HEPA filters to eliminate any kind of virus and bacteria during the air circulation. So I just have to say, let's not panic and fly without fear and keep flying.
So guys, at the last I just want to say that Corona is nothing but just a flu. Don't afraid from this. You can fight. If you will afraid, it will make you more afraid. So it is nothing, just a flu. Be at home. This is the best time you got to spend with your parents. All the best, guys.
And as a last word of advice to the students of Sandeepni, I would just be able to say that believe in yourself, dream big, and aim for whatever exactly that you want in life. Trust me, if your focus does not falter, nobody can stop you from achieving anything. Also, like I've mentioned numerous times to Honorable Mr. Mahajan, the chairman of the Sandeepni Group, and the respected principal, Mr. Puri, that if there is any way that I can be of assistance to the children of Sandeepni, I'd be more than glad to help. So, apart from that, all the very best for all your future endeavors, and all the best. Yeah, good luck.
It was a wonderful session. You all have shared enormous insights in your respective areas. I express my gratitude to all of you for being with us, wishing you rewarding and stimulating life ahead. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us and watching our show Talk to Me. Stay healthy, stay safe.